Where's my Zoom feed? We're live! We're live.
Yes, we're live. It says me. So we're on Facebook Live. Hi, Khushboo.
Hello, Sangeeta. I think you're like really happy today. Like, I'm also happy today. Like, I've just been in this yay space.
Yes, absolutely. I've also had a lot of space today. So I'm so glad we're doing the Zoom today.
Yeah, I'm here. Cool. So today's Zoom, what is it about? Unhiding your brilliance.
What an awesome topic, Khushboo. Like, what is unhiding your brilliance?
Where to begin? So this is something that I have done pretty much all my life, which is hiding. And I've been really good at it. I can hide in plain sight, just like a chameleon, like literally hide in plain sight. But there comes a point when that stops working for you, though it's a capacity. And so this is about unhiding you. Like, are you hiding yourself? Are you hiding yourself in your business? Are you hiding yourself in your relationships? Are you hiding yourself from you? Like, what are you withholding from yourself about you, which is the brilliance to be? Like, there's this gift and like this weirdness that we all are, that has been and is judged so often that we usually tend to go into our shells and then is like, okay, I'll be weird like in my little shell, but nobody else gets to see it, and therefore nobody else gets to see the brilliance you are, and therefore nobody else can reach out for you. So this is that, and this is like
also, but is it also because like I remember for a long time in my life, and even now sometimes it is exactly the difference that I be that makes me feel wrong.
Yeah. Because the difference you be has always been made wrong. Like, the weird you is the black sheep. The weird you who's into weird things and does weird stuff and has very weird points of views about a lot of things that don't fit the norm.
Yeah.
Which is actually your brilliance.
Yeah, actually, it was really interesting. When I walked into, like, when I found access and I started working with the tools and stuff, and the more classes I got, every class there was someone saying, everything that you've decided is wrong about you is actually what is strong about you. And I heard it and I heard it and I heard it, and I was like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. I don't get it. I don't get how everything that's wrong about me is strong about me, because everything that's wrong about me is just wrong about me. How the hell do you, yeah, okay, everything that's wrong about me has made me stronger because I've learned to either live with it or become something despite of that so-called wrongness, or like, be, or actually managed to have, this is the bummer, have managed to have a normal life because, despite the wrongness. Oh God, it makes me laugh now that I say it. And that was like the most, like for me, it took so many classes and that many years for the penny to drop and go like, oh, what's wrong about me is actually what's strong about me. That's the difference I be. And that difference is unique, is my USP. It's unique. It's my USP. It is what adds to the lives, or to my life, of course, and of course to the lives of everyone I touch and everyone I be with. And it took me so long to, get it. And the interesting thing that you said, Khushboo, was that you tend to hide really well. Did you know that it was a capacity?
No, it's just, why do you think we're doing this call now? Because I just realizing, oh, wow, this is actually a capacity and it's just beginning to unfold itself. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a great capacity. This means literally everything is available to me. Like everything, because I can fit into, I mean, I won't say fit because I can never fit into anything, but I can literally turn into a chameleon in every situation,
Exactly.
because every energy is available to me. And you know what? Like, I just want to say this. The reason I wanted to do this call is because I was walking with my dog, and a chameleon like passed us.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting. And it didn't just pass us. It kind of went and then it stood there, and I was looking at it, it was looking at me. It was not hiding. Like I could see the like its its original true colors. It's like, oh, I'm not hiding. Like, hey, what's up? So, and yet it has the capacity of blending in and everything. So I'm like, oh my God, like I know this sounds weird, but I was like, shit, like
No,
this
it doesn't sound
this
weird
is
at
what
all.
it is. Yeah.
It doesn't sound weird at all, Khushboo, because I'm exactly
Yeah.
like that. And for the longest time, I made it so wrong. I wasn't willing to look at that it's a capacity, because I kept thinking that I'm hiding, I love
Yeah.
hiding, I'm hiding in every area of my life. I don't want to show up, I don't want to step up. And, it became like this huge thing that I needed to tackle every time. And then in one of the classes, when I was just sitting and we were talking about something else. It wasn't even about this. And then just like you, when you looked at a chameleon, you got that it's that. I also got that, oh, it's a freaking capacity. It's not a problem. It's a capacity. And only if and only when you acknowledge it as a capacity can you then use it to your advantage. Because anything that's a capacity that you don't acknowledge, you tend to use against you, just like hiding. And what if you flipped it on its head? And what if it isn't really hiding? What if it's a capacity that allows you to be all energies? Just like the way you said it, right? Like it's not about
All energy.
it's not
Yeah.
about blending in and fitting in, but it's about the willingness to be whatever it takes to create greater in that moment.
So, so those who are listening to this and who listen to this in the future, uh, think of that one area where you know you're really wrong. Like you're wrong. That is wrong. Like you are just freaking wrong. Now, flip it. Just ask the question: if this wasn't wrong, what is the strength here? And this is what we are doing. Like this is the clarity night that we are going to be doing on the 16th of August, which is unhiding your brilliance.
No,
Like
not
there are
16th. Khushboo, not 16th. It's the 15th. It's on Independence Night. Just because it is
I'm so
Independence Day,
sorry.
we'd like you to be independent of all your wrongnesses. We'd like you to unhide your brilliance. This is happening on the 15th of August at 7:30 in the evening. Khushboo and I are doing a clarity evening on unhiding your brilliance and unhiding. And when we say unhiding, we really is the whole conversation is about acknowledging everything that is a capacity that you've made into a wrongness. And also, like, just news flash, just a little tidbit from that class. Every area of your life that you have decided is the problem area, like you have the most problem, if it is relationships or anything else, whatever that area is that you've decided is the one place where you have the maximum problems, or you tend to sort of get lost in, or you can't seem to change it, is the one area that you have the maximum potency and capacity in, just that you haven't acknowledged it. And that whole class is about, our clarity evening is about discovering that, acknowledging that, and to use that to your advantage. So, yeah.
Let's unhide your brilliance. And well,
But why,
you
Khushbu? Like, why should we unhide our brilliance? Like, why not just like keep it hidden and make ourselves wrong and like, live the way we have been up until now? I mean, why take this class? And why unhide our brilliance? Like, why?
no, you can continue to suffer. That's totally a choice. You can continue to make yourself wrong. You can continue to have your problems. Or you could acknowledge, see, every problem is an unacknowledged capacity. So you have the choice of continuing to be in that problem, or you have the choice of actually recognizing, oh, this is a capacity.
Yes.
Including, oh, I just want to like mention this quickly, including like last week, I spoke to somebody I really know, closely. He's a family friend, is younger than me, and he's been this person has been like talking about anxiety and anxiety attacks, etc., etc., etc. Even that is not a wrongness. Like even that, okay? So even that is not a wrongness, because if you go to the core of it, anxiety is just a heightened sense of awareness and a lot of information that you have the capacity to be aware of. And
Absolutely.
when you like the only time like the only time you can actually start getting free of these things is when you realize what it is, and not the lie that's a wrongness, but when you realize that it is a capacity. Once you truly get it, and then start using that and start unhiding it and start being it and start like letting your brilliance show up in the world, how many other people can have then the freedom of showing up because of you? Like that's one of the reasons you can do it.
And also, like, what contribution can you then be to like the
Yeah.
world and people around you, and in every area that you like? I mean, in your work or in your careers or in your homes. And I'm so glad you brought this up. The thing about anxiety is that people usually medicate it when you are when you're anxious, or when you're highly depressed, or when you tend to go into these panic states. The go-to in this reality is pop a pill, so you kind of suppress everything you're aware of, because you just said that it's a heightened awareness. And having had gone through that myself, like having had to suppress my anxiety and my so-called depression with pills for a really long time, until I discovered that, oh, it was a heightened awareness of entities. And then having worked with entities for the last so many years, and really having that world contribute to me and being a contribution to that world, has opened up so much for me, not just in terms of having more peace within me and my, not being anxious, but also like my money is improved. The way I show up in my body is so different, and my relationships are so different. Like, so because it's not possible, like when you claim, own, and acknowledge your potency, it's not possible to then just be to then just kind of direct that potency into one area of your life. It's got to filter every part of you and every area of your life, and you upgrade in totality, right? You just have greater, just have greater. You can't have greater just in one area. And that, I think, is the beauty of uncovering your brilliance. And once you uncover that brilliance, it's a little hard to going back to normal, right? It's a little hard. When you know that you're magic, when you know that you're potent, when you know that you're aware, when you know that there is always something you can do to change it, to change any situation, it's a little hard to remain the complaining, the upset, the, I can't do this little person anymore. And that is the hugest gift I received. And you know, I wonder how it shows up in everyone else's life. But for me, it's like, it's absolutely, it's impossible to go like, for not for a very long time. I can't stay upset for a very long time. I can't be a diminished little being with a problem for very long. And I think that the fact that I don't do trauma and drama, and if I do it, it's for fun, and that I get out of it so quickly, is like such a weird space for everyone around me, because everyone's like, how come she never has any problem? Or how come she doesn't go through, what we go through? Like, and it's like really crazy, but it's also a veggie in people's world, because I'm this big anomaly and I'm this big question. And everybody's wondering, like, what are you doing? Like, how come you don't go through like that for really long? Or how come this is not upsetting you? So I wonder how many of us are brave enough to be that anomaly in the world, to be that wedgie in the world, to be that question in the world.
God knows we need this more. Like, oh my God, like how many more anomalies can show up so that we finally have the world that we know is possible. And thank you so much for bringing this up. And also this conversation that we're having, anxiety, heightened awareness, and in your case, heightened awareness of entities. Now, do you realize this, how just saying this, you can be attacked in this world? Like literally just saying this can throw like a massive attack at you, you know, like, no, 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 I can't be like, but this is what it is. Like, her changing this is an example. Like, even if people attacked her, you'd be like, I'm still like, this is what's changed. And this is unhiding your brilliance. She's seeing this.
Also, Khushboo, you know, I want to add, like,
Yeah,
the thing is that whenever we are like, whenever we turn a capacity into a problem or a capacity into like a wrongness, there is this stress that our bodies go through. It's almost like there is a conflict, there's a fight that occurs physically, you know, and it just shows up as a lot of funk, either in some area of our life or in our bodies. And the just the acknowledgement of that as a strength or as a uniqueness or as a capacity creates a space of relaxation where creation
exactly.
becomes possible.
Exactly. Creates a space of relaxation where creation becomes possible. That is unhiding your brilliance. Like, oh my God. So I wonder, if you unhide your brilliance, what massive contribution that you are can finally begin to be available for everybody around you. Are you willing to be that contribution? Are you willing to change that for you and for everyone? Whether they choose it or not. But believe me, the only reason we are here talking about this is because some amazing people before us were weird enough and unhid their brilliance. And they went like, no, this exists. Talk to the entities exist. Access consciousness, like, you know, they like ask questions. There were some weird people who had the bravery to unhide themselves, which gives us the space to unhide ourselves, which will then give everyone else and everyone else. So, are you willing to be part of this chain reaction that creates consciousness and happiness all over the world? Are you
Absolutely.
ready to unhide your brilliance?
Also, you know, I also want to add that Gary Douglas was alone, one single person who knew what he knew and he went forth with it. And today we have like thousands of people across hundreds of countries doing access and changing their lives every day and creating a reality where magic is a possibility. And, you know, if you'd like more of that in your world, you have to start acknowledging what is right about you and not focus on everything you've decided is wrong about you. And you know, and that's just step one. And I wonder what that clarity evening is going to unfold, because Khushboo and me never plan our calls, and then it takes us wherever the class would like to go. So we're wondering how many brave uh, anomalies in the world are looking for this, are looking to finally go like, yes, I'm potent. Yes, I'm great. Yes, I'm powerful. And yes, I'm here to create a different reality. If any one of this kind of excites you, if any one of this kind of uh, pings at you, buzz us, get in touch with Khushboo, get in touch with me. We have some fab people working with us. There's Priya, there's Janki, there's Fena. We'll put their links, their names down as well. So wherever in the world you are, reach out to whoever you would like to and hop on, come on. We are doing a 2-hour clarity evening. This is on the 15th of August. And yeah, it's at 7:30 to 9:30. Spend your independence evening with us. Get your drinks and cheers to freedom.
Cheers to freedom. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Yeah,
And
thank you
hopefully,
so
we'll
much.
see some of y'all on the 15th of August.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Khushboo. See ya.
Bye.